This is One Fat Boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for April 20th. Tonight there's 3 games, and I will go over the spreads and over-unders for each of them. For the Nets at Boston, I'll be going with Boston -4, but overall, spread-wise for this game, I think these two teams are very close, as we saw in that last game. Like if Durant gets hot or Irving gets hot, like that keeps them in the game. Boston's going to play like stellar defense mostly all game. It's just coming down to like a stellar offensive team versus like a great defensive team. So spread wise, I'm just choosing like spread as who's going to win the game. I'll just lean towards Boston again, as I think defense looks going to be a little bit more consistent in the playoffs. But I can also see Brooklyn winning just if like Irving and Durant are hot. It's hard to stop them. But I think there's just more factors pointing towards Boston winning because they're also playing at home, which is a slight advantage. But overall, like if Boston is winning, probably a little more defensive, so under 226. But overall, I think this should be a close game. If this is a blowout, I'd be surprised by that, as both teams can go on their runs, keep the game close overall. But overall, betting wise, I'd probably just stick to betting on players and actual outcome of the game. For Toronto at the Sixers, we lean towards Philadelphia -2. I checked the injuries to see why this spread was so close. There's no prevalent injuries or people being out, as I've checked, or as of now. But overall, I'd still take Philadelphia. I don't see Toronto making any leaps, as the way Maxi's been playing, the way Embiid's been playing. I think that's more than enough for the Sixers to win, especially if Harris just plays consistently, just making right decisions, not breaking all your shots. Like that helps. And then Toronto, they just need to be like hot like the entirety of the game, or just out hustle, just play stellar defense, which that's not what they've been doing. It's like they've lost by double digits in both games. So that's why I have to lean towards the Sixers, just being a little more consistent. Also, if Toronto should be playing for a lot of hard this upcoming game, because if they lose this, they're basically out. But I think the Sixers just have more talent overall, and that should help them win the game. But I will be going over 216.5, as I expect Toronto to try to play a little faster, get more points that way. And then the Sixers, I think, can score at will, especially if the game's close. That'll raise the points up a little higher, so over 216.5. For the Bulls at the Bucks, going with the Bucks -10. I the first game was rather low scoring, like way low scoring than I would have ever thought. Because the Bulls, I expect them to give up a lot more points. And then I expected Milwaukee just to score, a lot of points. So I don't know what happened. I kind of see the exact opposite happening this game. As if I remember last year, Bucks against the Nets, they had one game, it was like 120 to 120. The next game was like 80 to 80. So this could be that exact same flip where we see like a 120 to 120, where both teams are just hot, which I think Bucks overall keeps games kind of close. But I think there's enough talent on this team, like on paper, the Bucks should win by -10. But in practice, they just keep games close. So I could understandably see taking the Bulls +10, as like in practice, like the Bulls are going to stay within close to the Bucks, as the Bucks just keep games close even though they should be winning by 20. I don't get it. But the Bulls will probably end up losing, as they can't beat top 3 teams, and the Bucks are a top 3 team. So this series, like in theory, should go 4-0 Bucks in all close games. But I will be going over 224.5, as I think this will be the high scoring game of like the 4 in this series. Thank you for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Have fun watching the playoffs, and good luck on your bets. I expect a very, very strange day of basketball today. But thank you for watching.